Hello and welcome. Myself, Mr. Bulaki Bawachok, रयत शिक्षण संस्थात आबासाहेब मराठी आर्ट्स and New Commerce Science College, Rajapur. Today's lectures, we have started topic synthesis of organic compounds. In these topics, we have see the point atom economy. You know that atom economy. The last lectures we have complete the 12 principles of the green chemistry as well as the E factor. E factor means the environmental factor. Now, the today's lectures we have see the point atom economy. So, what is mean by atom economy? The concept of atom economy was developed by the name of the scientist is Barry Trost of Stanford University and is modified by the Roger A. Sheldon. The atom economy means a reaction is said to be atom economical if the most of the atom of the reactants are incorporated into the desired product. The percentage atom economy can be calculated as by using the following formula. So we can calculate the atom economy in the percentage. Percentage of atom economy is equal to the molecular weight of the desired products upon molecular weight of the desired products plus molecular weight of the byproducts into the 100. So molecular weight of desired products means that the how much amount of the product will get in the reactions and how much amounts of the byproducts will got in the final reactions. Now, for examples, we have take these examples like 1 for butadiene, and this is ethene molecules. So we can find the molecular weight of these desired products like cyclohexene. The molecular weight of this cyclohexene are the 82 grams, and therefore the molecular weight of desired products like cyclohexene is 82, and therefore in these reactions does not get the byproducts, and hence the reaction shows that the number of the reactants which are incorporate in the reactions is 100%, means that the total reactants are incorporate in the reactions. So we can calculation by these into 100 to get the percentage of atom economy is 100% by these reactions. Next reactions we have see by using this formula we can calculate the percentage atom economy we can calculate is 27%. Why it is a 27%? Because it is a reactions it having the two byproducts. One of these sodium bromide and other is ethyl alcohol. So in these reactions, the two byproducts will be formed, and therefore the percentage atom economy is about only 27%, and hence these reactions which are not economical. Another examples also we have take like aniline is converted to acetanilide. Such type of reactions to get acetic acid is the byproduct, and therefore such reactions it find the percentage atom economy using this formula, which is found to be 69.23%, and therefore also such a type of reactions which is not the green reactions. This is the reactions of acetanilide. This aniline are take in acetic anhydride to get the product is acetanilide, and acetic acid is the byproduct. So what is the molecular weight? Molecular weight of the products like a desired product, which is found to be 135, and molecular weight of acetic acid is 60 degree, and therefore we can calculate the percentage atom economy is equal to the weight of the desired product is acetanilide upon the total weight of the products, means the desired products as well as the byproducts. So total weight of the products into 100. Therefore the percentage atom economy is the desired product. We have take the molecular weight is 135 and divide by the total weight of the product is the desired product 135 plus the byproduct is a 60 into 100. So we can calculation to get the percentage atom economy for such a type of reaction is 69.23%, and therefore these reactions which are not the green reactions. Hence it has been found that the elimination and substitution type of reactions which are not that of atom economical as compared to the addition type of reactions. Next point we have see the green synthesis. So various types of synthesis can be used in the reactions or the chemical synthesis to get the target molecules, and these target molecules we have prepared by using the various techniques. Last times also we have see some techniques like Sonigosira reactions, means by ultrasound technique or by solid state chemistry or solid state reactions or solvent free reactions. So various types of green solvents also used in the reactions, and therefore now we have see the one of these first green synthesis using a starting material, green starting materials or commodity chemicals from glucose. You know that glucose, which are very essential compounds and which are not harmful to the environment, and therefore such a type of reactant materials can be used for synthesis of various compounds. Therefore glucose it is an feed of synthesis of the variety of commodity chemicals using biochemical pathways, and it helps to minimize the carcinogenic starting material such as benzene. You know that benzene, chloroform, or carbon tetrachloride, these number of solvents which are carcinogenic, and therefore such types of chemicals are used in place of, sorry, such chemicals cannot be used in place of these glucose. So synthesis is performed in water instead of these organic solvents. For example, the conversion of glucose to adipic acid as used in nylon 66 fiber. You know that this raw material like adipic acid of this nylon 66 which is prepared by using this from the glucose. Now see these reactions. This glucose we can treat with e-coil and to get the 3-dehydrocyclic acid. This is a cyclic acid. 3-hydro 3-dehydrocyclic acid are treated with e-coil, and then this e-coil are converted to the meconic acids, and then these meconic acids which can be reduced by using hydrogen in presence of platinum metal to get the adipic acid as the raw material of nylon 66 fibers. And this such types of the methodology we can use to synthesize the various green starting material for the reactions, and such a type of route cannot be affect on the environment. Next, the points we have see the green reagents. Green reagents, the various types of reagents which are used for the reactions for conversion of various reactants into products like the sodium borohydride, lithium borohydride, N-bromosuccinamide, or various reagents are used, or various catalysts also used. But such a types of reagents which are toxic to the environment, and therefore also that other solvents like methyl halide, dimethyl sulfate, which are toxic to the environment, and therefore such reagents which are used having the less toxic to the environment or eliminate the toxicity. So green reagents, that the selective methylation can be takes place by using dimethyl carbonate in place of conventional method. We have used the methyl halide, dimethyl sulfate, but this methyl halide, dimethyl sulfate, these are the toxic substances or toxic compounds which are harmful to the environment. So in place of this toxic material like a dimethyl sulfate or methyl halide are used as the dimethyl carbonate for the methylation reactions. Dimethyl carbonates which are non-toxic and selective methylation of methylene compound can be take place. Now we have see these reactions. So these reactions we can found that the methylation reaction can take place selectively at this carbon. This compound we can treat with H plus in HCl and in presence of methyl alcohol. So selective methylation reactions are take place at this carbon and to get the products. It having the byproducts is methyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. So in place of this dimethyl sulfate or methyl halide, we can use as the dimethyl carbonate to get the product is this. It having a less toxicity, and therefore so various types of reagents are used by the conventional method in place of the green method for using various types of reactions. Thank you.